Good afternoon. Loyola College of Culion has been in existence since 1936. It has mainly been educating children of leper patients since then. Now we have been providing education to a wider population, and we have been helped by a scholarship program, and part of the scholarship program are those benefactors from Japan. And we really are in need of assistance for scholarships because we cater to many poor students, those coming from those who have been descendants of former leper patients, and also those who come from even farther areas who do farming and fishing for a livelihood. Now, because of the support from a Spanish foundation that has stopped way back in 2009, many students cannot afford the quality education that we have been providing in our school. And so we observed, for instance, way back 3 years ago, in 2011, we had a population then of about 290 students, and then the other year we had it decreased to 285. And so we were really bothered that there are less students studying in our school, so we wanted to expand our scholarship program, and with those being provided by different sponsors, we were able to raise our student enrollment a bit this year to about 300 students. And so providing scholarships will really allow many more students to study in our school so that they can have better education, quality education, so that they can also have a better future. We have seen from many of our graduates that they had been successful in many fields, and that many have also been working here in Culion in very, very key positions. For now, I am proud to say that a good number of our graduates are into teaching in public schools. A good number are also working in the local government. There are also those working in our hospital, and there are also those who have started their own businesses. So these are evidence that we have been providing good quality education here in the isolated island of Culion. But again, we recently faced a difficult time when last November, the strongest typhoon was experienced here in Culion, and more than 2,000 families were really deeply affected by the typhoon, which made them financially poorer and made their lives a bit more difficult, so that even sending their children to school would provide difficulties because they have to budget whatever limited financial resources they have. They will have to use for the repair of their houses, for the repair of their boats, and so on. Even our own school had serious damages as a result of the recent typhoon. And then we also need the funds, not just for scholarships. Now we will also need funds so that we can have the repairs done on what were damaged by the typhoon. The most seriously damaged in our school was our library. Half of the roof were blown away, and so we have to do serious fundraising for that, and at the same time also take care not to increase tuition so that our education can still be accessible to as many students. So while we are trying to fix our library as well, additional assistance for scholarships of our students will be greatly appreciated. For high school students, the cost of education in our school is about 10,000 pesos a year. For college students, it's about 10,000 pesos per semester, which is roughly 20,000 pesos for a whole year. So for 4 years of college, the budget would roughly be about 80,000 pesos to support one student. For high school right now, we have 4 years of high school. So to complete 4 years high school, a budget of about 40,000 for 4 years can support one student. But our school is going through another transition because our Department of Education has embarked on a new curriculum that hopes to make our educational system even better and at par with many of our neighboring countries, and even at par with many other schools in other parts of the world. So right now we have 10 years of basic education, 6 years of elementary education, and then 4 years of high school or secondary education. In this new program of our Department of Education, we will be adding 2 years to our high school. So that will make our basic education 12 years all in all. So 6 years of elementary and 6 years of high school. Now in this 6-year high school program, we are adding 2 years so that our students can also learn specific skills that will already make them employable right after high school. And so we should be involved in providing technical and vocational courses to our students, which at the moment we are not yet offering, because we still do not have the facilities, we still do not have the faculty to provide this type. Last June, during the opening of classes, the Secretary of Education himself visited our community and visited our school. And in my discussion with him, he informed me that the public schools here in Culion will not be able to offer the additional 2 years of high school. In our discussion, he said he would want our school, Loyola College of Culion, to provide this additional 2 years for the whole of Culion. And so that is really a bigger challenge for all of us, because we will need not just to provide education for those who are here with us now, but we will have to provide education for maybe even double and more than double of our students now. We will have to accommodate many more coming from the public high school. And so this is a very, very big challenge for us, so that we can make the youth of our community productive members, so that they can eventually help in the development of our community. Because right now, our community remains very, very poor. We lack many basic services, and what I see, especially for our school, is that we should provide not just employment and training for employment, but I am focusing on providing leadership formation so that Culyon will have good leaders who can lead our community to a better future, to build Culyon as a community that will provide basic needs to our people, who will have enough income for their basic necessities, and also be able to provide good service to many people who will also enjoy our community, especially the environment that we have tried to protect for a long time. And so with these things happening in our community, we really feel the need to get more benefactors to expand our scholarship program. But as I said, we also have other needs. So immediate to that is, of course, to help in the repairs of what was damaged here during the last typhoon. And then we are also trying to assist our community, assist also our students, especially those whose houses were damaged, students who lost many of their school supplies and uniforms, to provide them as well with needed financial assistance. And then we will also be trying to improve more and more our facilities and try to be cost efficient so that our tuition and fees will not be too costly for those who would want to study here in our school. So one of the things that I've noticed is that because here in Culyon, we only have electricity for half a day. That is from 12 noon to about 12 midnight. So in the mornings, we are forced to use a generator that is run on fuel. And when I look at our financial reports, this cost for running the generator for half a day is more than twice the expense that we have for our electricity bill. And so I think we should find ways to lessen this cost. And one of the things I've discovered is that we can utilize solar power so for many of our facilities that need electricity. And so I am seriously considering expanding some of the solar panels that we have so that we will be less dependent on fuel-based generators for our electricity needs. So I think if we are able to do this with the assistance of benefactors, that will help our school to minimize our cost, and so we can offer cheaper education for those who are really interested in studying in our school so that they can have better and quality education. Now we are also hoping to provide other assistance, and one of the other projects that I have so that we can get more students to make our school more cost efficient is to provide a dormitory where students can stay, especially those who come from farther areas in our municipality, but also to attract those from other nearby municipalities to study in our school, because there are very, very limited households that accept boarders. So people who do not have relatives or friends here in Culyon have difficulty in finding a place to stay, and that discourages them from studying in our school. So I hope that by next year, we can already provide a dormitory. Because way back in the past, I was also made aware that there was a dormitory for our school, and the previous dormitory is now being used as a hotel because we have a course in our college which is entrepreneurial tourism, where we need a laboratory so that our students can do practice in the subjects that they've learned in a particular tourism institution, and that is our hotel. So before that was a dormitory. So before, we had students in our school who were placed in dormitories, and that allowed our school to function very, very well. So I am now thinking that that is a need as well for this present times, and I hope that we can also get enough funds to put up these dormitories. We hope will help our school and our population. I also wish to thank you for those who have supported us for many years. Thank you.